Welcome back, friends, to the Castro Valley News live show. My name is Roberto. This is the live show that we do on Saturdays and Tuesday nights. Let's jump right into the roll call. Good evening to Dennis, and good evening to Cali Life. How are you guys doing tonight? And yes, Cali Life points out, happy early Mother's Day to everyone. Barbara is in the house. Good evening, Barbara. Hope you're doing well. Ross is checking in at the Chabot Theater tonight. Have a great show. Hope you're. What's the movie playing? What's the movie playing tonight, Ross? And thank you. I hope you have a wonderful evening yourself, Ross. Again, my name is Roberto. This is the Castro Valley News live show. This is the show that we do on Tuesdays and Saturdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Michael is in the house. Michael says, I'm at a birthday party for his girlfriend's mom and with some Castro Valley friends that live up there now. Right on, Michael. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you for breaking away from the party to join us for a moment. Also, Ross, thank you for breaking away from your movie or event that's happening at the Chabot Theater tonight. Barbara says, thank you, Cali Life. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. Dennis just sent 200 stars. Dennis has sent stars 20 weeks in a row. Thank you, Dennis. Just making a note here for the stars roll call. If you are new to the show, or if you are new to the stars program, it's something cool that Facebook has set up. You can purchase stars, send them to your favorite live content creators on Facebook. Hopefully that is us here at Castro Valley News. The money you spend purchasing stars goes directly to those content creators, and it's a cool thing. And Tiffany is in the house. Tiffany just sent 100 stars. Tiffany has sent stars 21 weeks in a row. She is the queen of stars. I think the stars tally is off because I think this is 22 for Tiffany, but we can go by what Facebook is saying, I guess. Thank you again, Tiffany, and welcome to the show. And Barbara just sent 500 stars. Barbara has sent stars 9 weeks in a row. Thank you so much. Barbara, you are awesome. Lori is in the house. Welcome to the show, Lori. Lori just sent 500 stars. Lori has sent stars 2 weeks in a row. Lori, we are pleased that you could join us tonight. Meredith just sent 100 stars. Meredith has sent stars 8 weeks in a row. Thank you so much, Meredith. And there you go. Mom is in the house. Mom says, hello, Castro Valley News, and happy Mother's Day to all of the moms that are listening. Good evening, Mom. Happy Mother's Day to you early. I love you, Mom. Cynthia's in the house. Cynthia just sent 200 stars. Cynthia has sent stars 5 weeks in a row. Thank you, Cynthia. Yes, and I was mentioning before my brain went to a different topic. Good evening. Aloha to you as well, Cynthia. And Barbara is saying happy Mother's Day to Mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Every episode, we start off the show with something that we call the roll call. It is a way that we get to kind of get to know each other and by first name and see who's listening. This is episode 128, and I am mind blown that this show is almost, we're close, pretty much into, oh wow, It's just crazy. 128 times we have done this. I'm not certain how many weeks we've done this because I've missed a few episodes. I think I've missed. I think there have been maybe 2 that I've missed. But it's just mind blowing that we have done this show 128 times, and it's just gotten better and better. Barbara is tagging Emma and Joanna. Thank you so much, Barbara. Karen is in the house. Thank you for joining us, Karen. Karen just sent 100 stars. Karen has sent stars 6 weeks in a row. Thank you for joining us, Karen, and thank you for sending stars. Good evening, Kathy. Kathy's in the house. Kelly is in the house as well. Kelly says, Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, and Kathy says, "Good evening, everyone." And this is so cool because usually it's Maggie and Dawn who are doing all the tagging. Barbara's doing it tonight. Barbara's also tagging Valerie. Barbara, you are awesome. Thank you so much. And Kathy is in the house. Kathy says, "Good evening to everyone." And again, happy early Mother's Day to all of the moms that are out there, the mothers to be, the mother figures, just spreading the love. Janella is in the house. Janella says, "Happy Saturday." Janella just sent 400 stars. Janella has sent stars 2 weeks in a row. Janella, you are awesome. Thank you for joining us. Barbara is tagging Leah. Thank you, Barbara, for carrying the torch of the tag party that Maggie and Dawn usually do every episode. Barbara's also tagging Steven. Micaiah is in the house. Micaiah just sent 200 stars. Micaiah has sent stars 5 weeks in a row. Thank you so much, Micaiah. I'll give you the spiel one more time. There's an icon you can click right here. You can purchase stars. You send them to your favorite live content creators on Facebook. It could be Castro Valley News. It could be anyone. The cool thing about it is the money that you spend for those stars goes to those live content creators on Facebook. It's a cool thing that Facebook set up. And Scout's Honor, I did this before and it was super silly. The money goes directly to I've seen the invoices. It's coming into us. Facebook gets a small fraction, but the majority goes to, like I said, your favorite live content creator on Facebook. David is in the house. David says, "Good evening, good evening, all. Happy Saturday and happy Mother's Day to Mom and all the moms out there." There you go. Good evening, Jean. Jean is in the house. Welcome to the show. Barbara is tagging Vicky. While the roll call is simmering, also, if you're listening, post up a comment. I'll give you a shout out. I won't mention your last name. I respect people's privacy, but I understand how people might be bashful. People might be shy. And Kathy just sent 200 stars. Kathy has sent stars 4 weeks in a row. Kathy, you are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. While the roll call is simmering and brewing and bubbling, a couple calendar items here I wanted to bring to your attention. If you didn't know it, I'm going to let you know now. Saturday, May 14th is the big Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade. Finally, it's back after a couple years being on hiatus because of the pandemic. The festivities for the day begin at 7 a.m. at Alameda County Firefighters. Pardon me. Let me backtrack. Let me reel that back in and start again so that I can be grammatically correct on that one. The festivities for Saturday, May 14 begins at 7 a.m. for Alameda County Fire. Their big pancake breakfast at Station 25. $5 gets you pancakes and all the trimmings and all the goodies. That is going to be at 20336 San Miguel Avenue. That's in Castro Valley, of course. $5 per person. There is food, fun, and coffee. All proceeds benefit the Alameda County Firefighters Charity Fund. They are keeping up the tradition. This pancake breakfast has gone on for a lot of years. I think there was a year before the pandemic, it was postponed or canceled. I apologize. I don't remember why, but it was. But this is a uber popular event for the community because before the parade, Tiffany says Michael and Dawn are missing. Michael was here for the roll call early, but he is. I think it's his girlfriend. He's got a birthday party for I think his girlfriend's dad, but he was here. Dawn, I'm not sure what's going on with Dawn. I can text him. Give me a moment here to fire up the text. The text on my laptop. I'm in my computer here. There, just texted Don, see if he's going to join us. Yes, Barbara says, love the pancake breakfast, the firefighters pancake breakfast. Super popular. It used to be all you can eat, but I'm not seeing that in this flyer. So beware of that. That is a caveat for you if you are going. It used to be all you can eat pancakes, which is, whoa, that's a deal. But I'll give you that one more time. Alameda County Firefighters Rowell Ranch Rodeo Pancake Breakfast, Saturday, May 14th. That is next Saturday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Station 25, 20336 San Miguel Avenue. That's, of course, in beautiful, lovely Castro Valley. $5 per person. You get pancakes, you get coffee, you get the warm in your heart generated from all proceeds benefiting the Alameda County Firefighters Charity Fund. Go ACSO. Good evening to Eileen. I hope you're doing well. And yes, I think our numbers are down. Oh, there you go. Bob is in the house. Hello, Bob. Welcome to the show. Right on. Bob is in the house. Eileen just sent 100 stars. Eileen has sent stars 19 weeks. Eileen, you are awesome. Thank you. And I just got a text from Don. He just got home. He's going to be on the show soon. And Don, we are waiting for you with bated breath. You are the man, Don. Also on Saturday, May 14th, is the big, body, boisterous, beautiful Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade. It is back, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely. Yes, Bob's watching basketball. I guessed it is. It's Warriors playoffs. And Bob, I'm glad you joined us. I'm glad you're multitasking between us and the Warriors. We are honored to have you with us tonight. You are awesome, Bob. So again, definitely don't forget next Saturday. In addition to, so you can essentially start your day early. Get up around 6:30 ish. Head on over to Alameda County Fire Station 25 on San Miguel Avenue. Bring yourself a $5 bill so you can get yourself the pancake breakfast. That is from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. over at Station 25, 20336 San Miguel Avenue. Then, at 10 a.m., saunter down the boulevard for the big Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade. 10 a.m. to about noon. The parade route has changed a smidge, but it looks like probably your best location to view it might be around the marketplace. It's essentially the same route as it was before. Don is in the house. Woo! I had the pleasure of seeing Don earlier this week, and it was a wonderful hangout session. Don, I love you. You are awesome, dude. It was wonderful to see you. Bob is asking me where will I be at the parade. I think I'm going to be at the grandstand, and I'm looking at the map here, and I'm trying to figure out where the grandstand's going to be. It says the reviewing stand will be uh, between Noons and San Miguel. I guess I'll I guess I'll find out where I'm going to be the day of the parade, because the other thing that I wanted to mention about the Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade, the Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade is it's my honor, it is my pleasure, it's not my duty, it's my joy. I'll be there live streaming the parade if you can't make it. I've done that for probably the past 6 years, I think. Um, Don says, word on the street is that Classy Canine's Wiggle Rumps is going to have an epic float. I believe that they've won a couple years, from what from if memory serves correctly. So Bob, to answer your question, wherever the grandstand's going to be is where I will be. I'm usually nearby there, or maybe I'll be running around in and out of traffic like I've done before. But I will be there. I will be live streaming, and hopefully I'll see some of your familiar, wonderful faces at the, again, Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade. It's back, and I'm excited. It's next Saturday. That's the 14th, and it's going to be about 10 a.m. to about noon. Huge, immense caveat when it comes to the parade. There will be a street closure, and I'm going to give you the information on that. Here you go. Make a note. Write this down. Commit it to memory. Tie a little string around your finger so that you will not forget. Streets will be closed on Castro Valley Boulevard from Redwood Road to Lake Chabot Road from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So make a note of that Castro Valley Boulevard, roughly between noons, pardon my stammering, between noons and Redwood, the boulevard will be closed from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. There you go. Make note of that. And definitely cruise on down if you can. Yes, Don says Bob is a heartthrob. He indeed is. Barbara says she's going to be bringing her dog Diesel to the parade. Awesome. There's a lot of dogs that are in the parade with some of the baseball and dance troops. It's a lot of fun to watch. The parade truly is one of my favorite events here in Castro Valley. I love the Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade. I think above that is the Light Parade. I love the Light Parade. Hopefully it's going to be coming back this year. Shout out to Mel Speed, who organizes the Light Parade. I know you guys are familiar with the Light Parade. You probably love it. You probably want to hug it. You probably want to take it out to a date, take it to the movies. The Light Parade is awesome. Mel Speed thought that up. He'd been thinking about it for a few years. Wouldn't it be cool for Castro Valley to have a parade similar? Good evening, Gary. Welcome to the show, Gary. I am glad that you're back. You are with us. So Mel Speed was thinking, brainstorming, and he's kind of a Disney guy. And he was thinking, how cool would it be for Castro Valley to have a Main Street parade similar to the Disney thing that they do? And he organized it. He made it happen. Barbara says Mel Speed is the best. Barbara, that's an understatement, because Mel Speed is awesome. I love Mel Speed. Mel Speed helps us with Cruise Night. He is the amazing, awesome DJ who plays the oldies all night. Maureen is in the house. Welcome to the show, Maureen. Maureen just sent 200 stars. Maureen has sent stars 7 weeks in a row. Thank you, Maureen. You are awesome. I'm so glad you can join us. And I'm probably biased. My favorite event in Castro Valley is Cruise Night, because it's something that Mel Speed and BB Duarte with Halo Branded Solutions and CHP and the Alameda County Sheriffs and who else? Alameda County Fire helps us organize that. But I think the Light Parade and Cruise Night are pretty on par with each other. I also really love the tree lighting event at the Village. It is just a blast. There's so much community joy that happens there. we're so fortunate to have so many amazing events here in our community. I also love all of the Veterans and Memorial Day celebrations that happen at our Castro Valley Veterans Memorial Park over by the Community Center Park on Lake Chabot Road. So, with that said, let's see. I got a list here that I'm working on. I'm so glad that Don and Bob are here tonight. Michael was with us for a moment earlier, and he may be back later, but he might not be back later as well. We're doing the roll call. Guys, if you are listening and you want to shout out, post up a comment. I'll give you a shout out. It's a cool way for me to get to know who's listening and for people listening to get to know who else is listening. So it's just a cool kind of thing that we do. Yes, I will give another little tutorial when it comes to the stars. There's a icon you can click here. You purchase stars. That money goes to your favorite live content creators on Facebook. It could be Castro Valley News. It could be Elon Musk. It could be anyone. But the cool thing is, it's a awesome way for you to purchase stars and have that money go to your favorite live content creators. Barbara says, myself and my local union have worked for Mel for years. I couldn't do any fundraisers without him. Mel does tons of stuff for free because he wants to bring more cool things to the community. He essentially does not get paid for the light parade. There is some money that goes around through in some way or not. I'm gonna reel that back in. Mel does not get paid for the light parade. He does not get paid for cruise night. I don't get paid for cruise night. And these are just things that we love to do for the community because it brings people out. It brings folks out with money who might shop local, and it just makes our community so much more awesome and cool. And the first year of the light parade was, and I don't remember the year, but it was a minute ago. It was the very first year that the construction on the boulevard had just ended, and it was a celebration. Meet in the street and then light parade, and it was just something cool. And I've known Mel for a lot of years, and I respect the heck out of him, and I love the heck out of him too. He's an awesome guy. Loves Castro Valley, and like I said, he does a ton of stuff behind the scenes to make our community better. So he is one of those unsung, just sung heroes of our community. And again, if you cannot make it out to the parade next Saturday, another thing that I wanted to mention when it comes to the road closures, definitely be mindful. You probably will want to head out a little bit early because parking is going to be extremely difficult. This is the first parade in, 2-3 years? The crowds are probably going to be huge. Also, I haven't seen anything on the parade website when it comes to masks or social distancing, but definitely I'll be wearing a mask. I'll be live streaming wearing a mask, but I just want to be safe. I know a lot of people are not doing the mask thing and not doing the social distancing thing anymore, but I definitely will be. Hopefully, I will be on a stage somewhere away, not on a elevated riser. From other folks. Eileen asks, is Mel from Mel's Shoes? No. Mel used to own the music company in the village, which was the record store, and he also owned Fiora Body Works, the tattoo shop that was on the boulevard that they just recently closed. Tiffany says, COVID is on the rise. I've been hearing about that. I've been hearing about increased cases. I've been hearing about increased hospitalizations. As a side note, and I know I want to get to the Midway giveaway, and I don't want to be late for that. As a side note, I had COVID a couple of months ago, and now I heard on the radio, all up to this point, I had thought that I had somehow got Delta. And when I got COVID, it was when Omicron was in, was pretty much the predominant strain that was virus, that was circulating. Now we're hearing that Omicron was as severe as Delta was. However, at the time the school of thought was that Omicron was more contagious but less severe in symptoms. So it's probably likely that I got Omicron because my symptoms were pretty harsh. I won't go back over the symptoms that I got back then, but they were, it was the worst shakes that I've had in probably my life. So yes, Tiffany says yes. Uh, Irregardless or regardless of what, yeah, Tiffany says thank goodness for the vaccines. I got mine. I got my booster, and I got COVID. I think a week and a half after I got my second vaccine. Anyways, I don't want to dwell on COVID any longer, but just as a FYI, there may be people at the parade wearing masks. There might be people social distancing. I think at the parade it's going to be difficult to social distance from other people, but like I said, I will do my best to do that. But it's a blast. It's a fun thing for the community. There are lots of schools that enter floats in the parade, local businesses, local elected officials. Denise, welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us, Denise. Yes, Cruise Night is on this year, Denise. I know I mentioned that before, but every time I see your name, I think of Cruise Night because you had asked me a couple times. Don says Omicron sounds like a giant robot, and I had that same thought numerous times. I won't do the voice. Anyways, we should probably get to the roll. I mean, we're doing the roll call. We should get back to the roll call. So if you're listening, maybe that was a mental note of to think to mention the roll call again. If you're listening, you want to shout out, definitely post up a comment and I will give you a shout out. It's part of something that we do every episode at the beginning, but we do through the entire episode. John is late, says, sorry I'm late, had COVID. Well, John, if you've got it, I hope you're doing well, brother. It's not okay. You're negative now. All right, I'm negative now too. It took me, I think, a week and a half to finally test negative. Even after the symptoms were gone, I still was testing positive, and I definitely wanted to test negative to, of course, visit my mom. Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. And to also visit other loved ones that I'm very close to that I really, really wanted to see. Bob says, Midway, good prize tonight. Don is giving a shout out to John. Yes, John, I am glad you're well, my friend. Barbara says, glad you're well now. I am too. It was pretty ugly. John says, took him a week. His whole family had it. Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps in the house. Welcome to the show. I hear you're going to have an amazing float during the Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade next Saturday. I'll be looking for you. I'll be looking for it. And thank you to Bob for the reminder. We are going to move on to the Midway giveaway, which is $20 to Harry's Huafbrao over in San Leandro. Gary says, happy Mother's Day to your mom and all the moms on this forum. Yes, happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers, the mother figures, the mothers to be, all you guys. Nothing but love to you guys. And thank you to everyone on the page. Nobody mentioned anything, and I was a little bit leery about this. I was really leery, and I'm going to steal a George Carlin joke. Do you know who really Leary's brother is? That's Timothy Leary. Thank you, George Carlin. Anyways, I was really leery of getting a gift card from a business outside of Castro Valley, and I figure they're local, they're independent. Why not? And thank you guys. There was no pushback. Nobody made a comment. I was a little worrisome because I know. Social media is very good at keeping people in check, but they're a great business. And yes, so the Midway giveaway is to Harry's Huafbrao and San Leandro. A lot of people are excited for this one, and Yeah, they. I can't speak for their food because I'm a vegetarian, and when I walk in there, all I see is just this aisle of meat. Um, there you go. Bob says he thought about it being non-Castro Valley, but it's Harry's. There you go. I do have other gift cards. Don's got a gift card to Cafe Room. Eileen says she's excited. We all support Harry's. Harry's Huafbrao. With that said, I'm not going to stammer. I'm not going to stutter. I'm not going to belabor the midway giveaway. I'm already 1 minute late. Barbara says my Luann from Castro Valley works at Harry's. So there's that. There you go. There's the Castro Valley tie. There's the Castro Valley tie-in right there. $20 to wonderful, delicious Harry's Huafbrao. The midway giveaway. The rules are you either post up your comment in the thread, wherever that is, or you can text me, 510-331-9112. Again, post up your answer in the comments or text me, 510-331-9112, and you win. Amy says Harry's has great beers. That's what I hear too. They got a bar. They've got a lot of craft beers. They got a lot of good brews in there. I've seen on social media a lot of people. There's a buzz around all the brews at Harry's Huafbrao. Good for them. Kelly says San Leandro is like a Castro Valley cousin, still family. There, I love that attitude. I love that attitude. None of the territorialism that happens sometimes. I love Hayward. I know sometimes I post stuff up about Hayward and people are going, hey, Hayward ain't Castro Valley. It's our neighbor. It's all about love. It's all about loving our neighbors. In life, on the map, it goes across the board. If you flick a little love to your neighbor, it's probably going to come back. I'm just saying it's a golden rule. There it is. Enough of my preaching when it comes to that. $20 to Hayward. Hey, I'm thinking about Hayward. I love Hayward. You know what? I think there was an episode a couple weeks ago. I went on 20 minutes about how much I love Hayward. You know what? I'm going to make a point this week to just go aimlessly drive through Hayward because I love Hayward. Oh, do I love Hayward. I want to take Hayward out to the drive-in. I want to sit next to Hayward, put my arm around Hayward, and I'm going to give Hayward. I love Hayward. Anyways, the midway giveaway. I have wasted so much time. Yes, Classy Canine. San Lorenzo too. I love San Lorenzo. My grandmother's house was in San Lorenzo. We grew up when Mervin's was open right off of Paseo Grande. I used to work at the San Lorenzo Library way back in the day. Anyways, midway giveaway. Bob says I'm overdoing Hayward. Bob, I'm not. I love Hayward. I grew up in Hayward. I love Hayward. Home of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Spice One. Yes. Harry's Huafbrao is the gift card for the midway giveaway tonight. The rules are post up your answer to the trivia question in the comments or text me 510-331-9112. Yes, Don, Bob is a heartthrob. He is amazing. So the midway giveaway question is directly associated with Harry's Huafbrao. What was the name of the amazing burger restaurant that used to occupy Harry's Huafbrao in, I think it was the late 80s? This burger place was amazing. You got to name it. Give me the name. What was the name of the burger restaurant at the building where Harry's Huafbrao is now? Be sure to text in. Kathy won. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to roll that back. All the comments just came in. Classy Canines won. And I'm amazed everybody knows this. Congratulations to Classy Canines Wiggle Rumps. You won the $20 gift card. The answer is Squeezers. David says Bob's Burgers. I love it. So Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps, I know where you work. I know where you are. I will bring this over to you sometime this week. I will also bring you a couple of these wonderful Castro Valley News Live stickers. They are vinyl. You can stick them on your binder. You can stick them on your microphone. If you're silly, you can put them on the inside of your locker. I think I said that one. Anyways, congratulations, Classy Canines Wiggle Rumps. You won $20 to Harry's Huafbrao. I'm taken aback that everyone knew that. I thought it was something that people might not know. You know, it kind of speaks to the whole thing. Thank you, Denise. Denise says she loves her CVN stickers. We love you. Also, I am remiss. Thank you to the moderator for reminding me. The Midway giveaway was brought to you by re-elect Sheriff Greg. Let me start again. The Midway giveaway was brought to you by the campaign to re-elect Sheriff Greg Ahern 2022. Sheriff Ahern is the experience we need to keep us safe with unprecedented violent crime, property crime, drug addiction, mental health, and homelessness. Sheriff Ahern has a proven plan to reduce crime and keep us safe. A vote for Sheriff Ahern means the prevention of crime by having a positive and viable law enforcement presence in the community. Sheriff Ahern will enforce the law and hold criminals accountable. Sheriff Ahern believes that evidence and realistic-based programs can reduce the cycle of incarceration and deter people from turning to crime. And finally, Sheriff Ahern wants to provide service to the community so that community members can rely on their sheriff's office to be an advocate for them, especially when they are victims of crime. Please vote for Sheriff Ahern in the June 7th primary for Alameda County Sheriff. Greg Ahern has the experience to keep us safe. And with that said, yes, Gary, absolutely. I think George Foreman lived in Hayward for a while. Yes, he did. And there you go. Well, thank you, Randall, for posting November 10, 2012, Castro Valley Boulevard, Castro Valley Rally Meet in the Street and Light Parade. There you go. And Misty, thank you, Misty. Misty just sent 500 stars. Misty has sent stars 4 weeks in a row. Thank you. Don says he feels like a loser. Don, no, my friend, you are a winner. There you go. Barbara says, you are never a loser, Don. Don just sent 50 stars. Thank you, Don. Don has sent stars 6 weeks in a row. Don, you are awesome. John says, was there a street party in downtown Hayward today? I wish I knew. Maybe someone else knows. Don says, Misty is nifty. She is. Misty is awesome. Okay, we did the Midway giveaway. Let's cross that. Don, I've got something special that I'm going to bring to you this week because you're not a loser, and I want to bring you some love, and I want to lift your spirits like you've lifted mine. Don, you are awesome. You are not a loser. So yes, the answers are coming in here. There was a Hawaiian May Day party on B and Main Street. And there you go. Cynthia says Lay Day in downtown Hayward. That is LEI. And wow, Denise says that George Foreman was her neighbor in Hayward. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, Don, you're making me blush. I love you, Don. Friends, we have a new feature here. We have a new show feature here. A new there you go. Randall says, I ran into Sheriff Ahern today at Nate Miley's birthday party. Well, happy birthday, Nate Miley. Nate Miley's birthday is one day before Mother's Day. Happy birthday to our supervisor, Nate Miley. Thank you so much to our moderator for reminding me to get to the sponsor, which I would have just completely glossed over. There's a new show feature that we have here that I'm hopefully going to do every episode. It is called I Thought You'd Never Ask. And I set up an email address for you guys. If you're bashful, if you're shy, if you don't feel like posting up a comment and having your name put out there associated with the question, I understand you. I feel your pain. I have your remedy here. All you have to do is email me at themburningquestions@gmail.com. I give you that one more time. THEMBURNING questions, themburningquestions@gmail.com. Send me your questions. I will read them and answer them to the best of my knowledge and capability live on the show. I will not give away your identity, though. So this is your way to post up a comment, a confession, a complaint, whatever's on your mind, because I want to know what you're thinking. Don will get that joke. I want to know what's on your mind. I want to know what you're thinking. And I understand people can be bashful. People can be shy. People, I get that. I'm in the same boat with you. When we started the show, I covered the camera and we did just audio. And then I came out of my shell and took the duct tape off, and we're doing video now too. So if you have questions, comments, complaints, community items, things that are on your mind, I thought you'd never ask. All you got to do is email those questions or complaints or confessions or rants and raves to themburningquestions@gmail.com. And give me one moment. I'm going to type this out. There you go. I just posted up the email address in the comments, themburningquestions@gmail.com. Don, you are sharp as a tack. That is correct. Information Society sang that song. I want to know what you're thinking. So with that said, I'll give you the spiel one more time. Kathy says, Sheriff Ahern's wife was the photographer at Tiffany and Aaron's wedding. She did a great job. I've seen some of her photos and they are awesome. Also, Denise says, Halloween, George Foreman gave out signed picture stickers of himself instead of candy. That's awesome. So I just posted up in the comments the text for the email. Because if you got questions, I want to answer them. I want to hear them. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to hear what you're thinking. Sorry there. Mark is in the house. Welcome to the show, Mark. You are not late. You are on time for the I Thought You'd Never Ask segment for tonight. And again, themburningquestions@gmail.com. If you have questions, comments, complaints, confessions, you name it, send them over. I will read them, I will answer them, and address them to the best of my capability during the show live. So this was just launched last episode on Tuesday, because it's a Saturday. And 2 questions came in. 2 comments, 2 questions came in already. This is amazing. So it's obvious that you guys have things on your mind that you would like to bring to my attention so that we can discuss and get out in the air. Again, the segment is called I Thought You'd Never Ask. Email your questions to themburningquestions@gmail.com. The first question is, why did Safeway on Redwood Road put street names on their aisles? This happened when they were renovating the building a couple months ago. I believe it was pre-pandemic. Memory may serve incorrect on that timeline. but it was part of, from what I understand, a lot of Safeways are doing renovations and doing upgrades to the interior of their buildings. And if you look, the aisles are, they have street names in Castro Valley on them. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's one of the things that Safeway has done to make their businesses look more local oriented. And I think it's cool. I mean, there's Redwood Road. I think there's Castro Valley Boulevard. There's a lot of street names on the aisles. So if you're looking for coffee and tea and sugar and spices, it may very well be on Malabar Avenue, the Malabar Avenue aisle. I think it's cool. It's a nice thing that Safeway is doing to appear more local. Gary says Safeway at Greenhouse has that too, which is cool. So I'm assuming at Greenhouse that they have San Lorenzo streets on their aisles as well. Like I said, I think it's a cool thing. It makes businesses look more local. It's kind of a personal touch. It makes the business appear, because Safeway is local. They're in Pleasanton, I believe. They are corporate, but it makes the business look like, it looks like they care more about the community, which is cool. I think it's cute. It's snazzy. Bob says, I was thinking about that when I was there this morning. I like it. So there you go. Great minds think alike. Bob and this person who posted up this question. Barbara says, Safeway in Pleasanton does that also. So it appears that all of the Safeways have done some research in their local community, and they've collected some of the names of local streets, and they're naming their aisles after those local streets. I think it's cool. It makes you feel there, like Tiffany said, it's a hometown feel. It's a good vibe. It's a hometown feel, and I like it. I have nothing against it. I shop at Safeway because it's convenient. It's sometimes cheap, and they normally have pretty much everything that I'm looking for, or things that I'm looking for my mom, and it fills all the needs at one spot. There was another question that came in for the I Thought You'd Never Ask segment. And again, if you have a question or a comment or a concern, complaint, what have you, and you would like to have it addressed during the show live and anonymously, send me an email, themburningquestions@gmail.com. This is a good question. I appreciate this person posing this to me because I'll just get to the question. How do you prepare for the show? That's a wonderful question. Normally, during the week in between shows, I might make notes of topics or things that might be pertinent to the show, things that might be good to bring up during the show. And usually I'll have some notes floating around on the table. Okay, I'll get to those later, you guys. Dawn and John have requests. So in preparation for the show, usually the hardest thing to prepare for the show is the midway giveaway question. I do have some cheat sheets with a couple of other questions that I have kind of in the, yes, there you go. Bob says it perfectly. I get ideas from you guys. And I love that. You guys are an immense, amazing resource for topics, for things to talk about, for things to cover, things that are, because the show is basically about you guys. The list exists only when I don't get kind of the direction and got enough, if I don't get sufficient, overwhelming guidance or direction from you guys, I go to the list. And thank you, Bob, for pointing that out, because that, you said it perfectly. It comes from you guys. It comes from the community. There's things that I like to have for the show ongoing, such as the I Thought You'd Never Ask segment, the roll call, the midway, mom's critiques. I love those things because those definitely they're good go-to things that I can lean on to keep the flow of the show going. So thank you so much for how do you prepare for the show. Also, I am normally listening to KCBS. There's always things that are there. local things that are happening that are good discussion points that I maybe make a note of for us to discuss. Mark says he loves the shirt. I'm glad you said that, because you can get a Cruise Night shirt on Cruise Night, August 27th from 6 to 11. We're going to be out there doing it again. We are hoping to grab a lot of the amazing cars from Good Guys, because it's the finals. They're going to have their finals in Pleasanton. That is the Good Guys finals weekend. And definitely, Mark, talking about Safeway, directly next to Safeway is Tire Pros. We will have a booth there. We'll be selling shirts and probably some other goodies. There will also be a booths, information and goodie booths from Alameda County Fire, Alameda County Sheriffs, Castro Valley, California Highway Patrol, Eden Hospital. First responders are going to be there. I want to let you guys know this is not an event that I make money off of. It's a labor of love. I own a classic car. I love cruising. I grew up cruising on East 14th and up Castro Valley Boulevard when I was a little kid, even all the way down Mission Boulevard to Holiday Bowl. I love old cars. I love oldies music. I love when people get together and have a good time. I love when people come to our downtown area, have fun, see their neighbors, and spend money at local businesses. It's a fun event, and like I said, I don't make a penny off this, but I garner a bounty worth its weight in gold, knowing that the community has fun and that I get to see old cars driving instead of parked. Nothing against the car show. Love the car shows, love the Good Guys thing, but these old cars, I mean, there's a lot of them that are trailer queens, and bless their hearts, they can come out and park and do what they want. But there's a lot of people like me who I love driving an old car. I've covered this numerous times before. They evoke so many memories for me. Like I said before, I grew up in my parents' 57 Chevys, the station wagon and the two-door car. My mom had a older Chevy and that crazy Navy car that was looked like a police car. To me, classic cars just represent a time and an era, because and I don't mean politically the era was better. I love the honesty that classic cars represent. I love their resilience. I love their sturdiness. I love their honesty. I love that there's no computers in there. I love their basicness, that you can listen to a classic car, and if something's going sideways, a lot of times you can tell what's going on just by listening. You know, I got a bad shock, or my timing's off. I got a vacuum leak. I love that. I love their honesty. I love the nostalgia of them. So David asked, what kind of car do I have? I have a 1969 Ford, and I love that car. Her name is Bertha because she's big, like a boat. She just got that name. She is a big car. That is another thing that I love about classic cars. They were made during the day where bigger was better and square was better. Fins, big lights, lots of chrome. I love the bodaciousness of classic cars. I love the way they sound. I love the way they smell. I love the way they go fast. That's it. So join us August 27th from 6 to 11 for Cruise Night. It's going to be a blast. Definitely, please set aside some money and shop local. If you're going to come out, please go hit up some spots and spend your money at local businesses, local restaurants. Now more than ever, they need your support. They need our support. And again, Cruise Night will also be Bob says, I grew up as a teenager cruising in Woodward and Detroit in the 60s, mostly in my dad's Dada MM. Also, Cruise Night will be the very first official hangout. There you go. Thank you. Bob says, Dad's 65 Impala. That's a beautiful car. That's a gorgeous car. Also, Cruise Night will be our first unofficial hangout for Castro Valley News Live. I'll be there. I'll be in a booth. please come up and say hello to me. I will be equipped with some stickers for you guys, and we can hang out and have a blast together. Oh, it's 7:55. I had something else that I wanted to mention. Well, I just mentioned cruise night. I have a historical story, but I'm gonna save that for next week because time is tight. Wanted to mention here Mom's critiques from Tuesday's show, because today is Saturday, and I apologize because I think Tuesday I was saying it was Saturday or something like that. Anyways, Bob, this is for you. Mom's critiques. Mom says, thank you, Bob, for helping me last episode. And last episode was very difficult for me if you listened. And again, I thank you, Bob. And my mom thanks you, Bob, as well, for helping me with the show Tuesday during it was the most difficult episode, I think, ever. And Mom also said the audience is super. That's an understatement. I think the family that we have here for the Castro Valley News live show is amazing. A lot of us have met each other. A lot of us have known each other previous to the show. And I think every one of you is awesome. And I think it's remarkable that this show that started off, like I said, just audio only, has grown to something that I'm super proud of, and I'm also I'm honored that you guys like the show and come back and check it out. Bob says, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Mom, happy Mother's Day to you indeed. I do have a story, but I'm going to bring that back on Tuesday. But I did want to remind you in advance that the new segment for the show is I Thought You'd Never Ask. And I love it. It's super cool. I was blown out of the water that I got 2 questions right off the bat. Please, if you have questions, comments, complaints, confessions, things that you would like to send to me anonymously, and I will not mention your name when I read them, the email is thembirdingquestions@gmail.com. And Mark says, happy Mother's Day. Misty says, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Mom, you're awesome. Happy Mother's Day. Again, the I Thought You'd Never Ask segment is alive. It's happening. thembirdingquestions@gmail.com. Please send them now. You will make the show that much more fun, that much more amazing. With that said, we are almost over with this show. And again, the list is done. The list is done. I'm going to end the show a smidge early because I've got nothing left on the list, and it's just been an amazing, remarkable show. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining me again. There you go. Bob is at the sports desk. Warriors are blowing out Memphis. There you go. The thing that happened with Gary Payton Jr., that hit was terrible. Go Warriors. Bob is saying undertime. My clock here says 59 minutes and 39 seconds. I'll squeeze it out. To the full hour. Yes, Classy Canines Wiggle Rumps. You missed the spiel that I did at the beginning of the show for the Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade. There it is. Guys, I'll give it to you one more time. Mark your calendar. Set aside $5 to fill your belly at the Alameda County Fire Rowell Ranch Rodeo Pancake Breakfast, Saturday, May 14th, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's going to be at station 2520336 San Miguel Avenue, Castro Valley, of course. You can also meet Miss Rowell Ranch Rodeo in person. I forgot to read that before. Food, fun, coffee, $5 get you some pancake breakfast and coffee. And of course, the proceeds go to the Alameda County Firefighters Charity Fund. Also, beginning at 10 a.m. to about noon is the big Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade. The big Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade, back after 2 years because of the pandemic. It's getting late in the show. Sorry, guys. Most important, this is free. Get out early to find parking. Very important, guys, is the streets will be closed. Castro Valley Boulevard to Lake Chabot Road. That's going to be from Nunes Avenue. No, let me correct myself. Castro Valley Boulevard from Redwood to Lake Chabot Road, closed through traffic from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you can't make it out, I will be out there running around among the floats live streaming. Thank you guys for joining me again. This is the Castro Valley News Live Show. My name is Roberto. We do the show Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. You guys are awesome. You know that already. As always, when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. I love you, Hank.